Eyewitness News Everywhere uncovers a violent girl gang in Memphis and Shelby County. The group is called Gays Taking Over, or GTOs.
Gang experts say GTOs are violent and its members are preying on your daughters. We're told they rape and sodomize young girls, and it's happening at school. Eyewitness News Everywhere investigator Rebecca Medina uncovered this story, and she went behind bars and talked with a couple of GTO members. Rebecca, what do they have to say?
Dee, the GTO members I sat down with tell me when GTO was formed, it was to provide a sense of family and support to women who were coming out of the closet. But they say it's the younger generation of GTOs who are responsible for the violence that gang unit specialists say they're seeing more of.
They will sodomize them. They will force them to do all sexual acts. They are forcing themselves on our young girls in all our schools. They use long handle spoons. They use sexual toys that anybody can get on the internet. And because of how they look, they can go into any sex store and get these things and use them on our children.
A Shelby County gang unit specialist says girl gang members are raping other young girls at local schools. They call themselves GTOs. And gang specialist Beverly Cobb says the assaults are becoming more frequent and more violent. Imagine your daughter too afraid of doing something as routine as using the bathroom for fear of getting raped. Afraid of entering the school stairwell for fear of running into a group of GTOs ready to claim her.
Gangs taking over. It's not a gang at all.
We don't hurt anybody. We all just stick together.
Anissa and Karen have been GTOs for more than 10 years. They're in prison now serving time for robbery and identity theft. Both women strongly deny that GTO is a gang.
Dyke is a derogative word to me. Bulldagger is a derogative word to me. I'm a lesbian. And they always holler, you old dyke, you bulldagger. And I be like, do you know what those words mean?
They say their organization came together more than a decade ago. It was to take in and support young women being shunned by their families. They say GTO is about love. Cobb says those days are over, and today's younger generation of GTOs are about anything but love.
These young women are very strong. These young women carry weapons all over their bodies, everywhere, and they will use them quicker than any male that I've ever come upon. To try to fight one of them, you'll get hurt, you'll get cut. They are very vicious, and they know how to use them, no matter what it is, especially a razor blade. They're good with razor blades.
Cobb says male gangs focus on making money. She says female gangs focus on power. And to GTOs, there's nothing more powerful than forcing young girls to have sex.
They forcing girls to be gay. They're forcing them into sexual acts. They just basically forcing women, well, girls rather, to just really do things they don't want to do.
Even in prison, some GTOs still try to get their way.
She wanted me to be her girlfriend, and she got so possessive over me where it could have got physical.
This prisoner was moved out of general population several months ago for her own safety. She says GTO members sexually harassed her to get her commissary money.
Most of the people go voluntary because they don't want to get picked.
Anissa and Karen don't deny that the new generation of GTOs is a violent one. They say it's causing big problems for a group of women who wanted nothing more than to go unnoticed.
GTO is not thinking, the new bunch ain't thinking, it might be a VL they messing with or a GD they messing with, and when they cross that barrier, then everybody at risk.
It makes us look very bad.
Cobb says this gang is bold and unlike any gang she's ever studied. She says its members want everyone to know they're here, and your daughters will have to deal with them, whether you like it or not.
They are so vicious, so violent, so uncaring. Talk to your daughters. Go to myspace.com. Go to the link where your child's school is, because if you don't get them early, once they've been raped, sodomized or whatever by one of these GTOs, then in turn, they'll turn into that person that did it to them.
And Cobb is referring there to victims repeating the violence if they don't receive the right kind of help. She adds many of the GTOs who are doing this to other girls were themselves victims of some kind of abuse. We hope tonight's special report helps parents and children at home open up about some of the things that could be happening at school. Our report is in no way one that is meant to stereotype the gay and lesbian community. This is about a gang parents need to know about.
Well, Rebecca, aside from going to MySpace, what can parents do? Are there any signs that they can be aware of to try to get their daughter help to get out of the gang?
I'm told, Dee, that a lot of these girls, they come together in this gang because they can't really talk to their families. So the best thing that experts actually tell me that they can offer, the best advice they can offer, is if you see any different sort of behavior in your daughter, address it immediately. Ask her about what's going on at school. She's being picked on, bullied by anyone. But this is something that needs to be talked about at home.
And one more thing, this is not just a Memphis gang. There are gangs similar to this all over the country, right?
That is correct, Dee. There are several gangs such as this one all over the country. This is not a problem that only Memphis is having.
All right. Thanks a lot, Rebecca. Today, members of the gay community notified us that they had concerns about our story. Our investigation did not turn up widespread violence in schools due to this. However, gang specialists say the victims they have dealt with claim they've been sexually assaulted or harassed at the following schools: Craigmont Middle School, Craigmont High School, Tresvant Vocational Technical School, Southside High School, Fraser High School, Hamilton High School, Kirby High School, Ridgeway High School, Germantown High School, Bolton High School. Now, gang specialists say they don't have hard statistics. They say those calling the gang unit are too embarrassed or afraid to report